Hey, welcome to Board Game. Today I'm Brett. On my hands is Warhammer 40,000 Combat Patrol issue number 31. Now, Combat Patrol is a thing between Games Workshop and Hatchet, taking you through the Warhammer 40,000 hobby. Now, they've done previous releases like this, except this one is a little bit different. Instead of 2 armies, you're getting 9 different Combat Patrols. So you actually get a nice taste of the various armies out there. So with every, I think it's like 30 issues or so, somewhere around there, you're getting 2 Combat Patrols. Roughly, I think it's 30 issues. Might be 20 issues. Actually, it's probably 20 issues. And this latest grouping is Eldari and Chaos Space Marines. Eldari's had a few releases already. It started off with Space Marines and Tyranids, went to Eldari. Now it's Chaos Space Marines, who's kind of like, obviously the antithesis to Eldari. With the first release for that is right in my hand. It is the Dark Apostle, along with those little helpers. You get the 2 sprues as well as the basis for that. I always really dug this figure. I think this was one of the coolest figures for Chaos. I don't know why I really, really like it, but I do. So let's open up the magazine. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a lot about Chaos in this, since it's an introduction to Chaos. We're obviously going to have to put together this figure, how to paint the figure, and then there's going to be probably some background as well when it comes to Chaos itself. So I am very, very interested in seeing what that's going to be like. As I said, opening up exactly like expected. It's how to put the figure together. And going into the how to paint the figure, it's very standard like that, and it hasn't really deviated much at all. So none of this is too surprising. A lot of painting. When I say you get everything that you need, like you get the paints as well. Like you get paints in these magazines, and when it does painting guides like this, it'll use up to the paints that you got. And then when they get more paints, it'll go back and show you where to put those. Continuing on this, we have the rules for this character and a little bit about Chaos Space Marines themselves. And now we get into a scenario to play out with your figure and get the game in. So, it's not too surprising. This is a pretty standard magazine as to what I would expect. The next magazine that we got got 2 paints, so it'll probably go back and tell us where to put these paints in all the previous. And then Part 1 and Part 2 are rounding out this box worth of 4 releases with a unit of Legionnaires of Space Marines. So the magazine is pretty standard. It's exactly what we'd expect in this. This is not a thing that deviates a whole lot from a pretty set way of going about it. Obviously, it's $14.99, a little bit more expensive if you subscribe, because the subscription will include shipping and then taxes as well. But you also can get bonus figures as well. So we're tracking all that. We're going to go in and figure out the value of this magazine, figure out the how much you save, and of course our ongoing total on that. That's going to be in the descriptions on various sites. So if you are into board games, if you're into tabletop games, miniature games, card games, whatever, check us out every day at boardgametoday.com. Of course, you can subscribe to this at a link in the description as well. And you can find us every single day at boardgametoday.com, and find us on Facebook, TikTok, Mastodon, Threads, Blue Sky, all at Board Games Today, keeping it nice and consistent. Till next time, keep rolling that dice and get your game on. Hey, thanks for watching Board Game Today. We always appreciate your views and your support, but there are so many ways for you to support our site. Not only can you do it right here on video, but you can go and check us out at boardgametoday.com, where we have more news, reviews, interviews, everything you could ever want. But since you're here, if you can always give us a like, subscribe, or share our videos, or watch something else. Is always much appreciated, and get your game on.